Welcome to another edition of the Willie Bragg Show. I am your host, Willie Bragg. Be sure to hit that like button. Helps with algorithms. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell and all that. Follow me on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and all will be well, hopefully. So, reason I'm actually doing a video stream this morning is that it came to my attention yesterday, and I knew that this was going to happen, that Jeremy Corbyn will not be the Labour in the next election in Great Britain for the Islington North Constituency. For those who don't know, and I suspect probably a great deal, many of you in my audience do know, but for those who don't, Jeremy Corbyn was the former leader of the British Labour Party, and he was replaced by Keir Starmer. He was the most left-wing leader the Labour Party had since the days of Michael Foot, and there's a history to that. He's been a very smeared individual, and I've discussed this before about Jeremy Corbyn on this channel. They've been out to get him, and I suspect that. Well, I will give you my analysis in a few moments. But what I'm going to do right now is at this moment, I'm going to go ahead and play you a clip from Owen Jones, who writes for The Guardian, that talks about the situation regarding Jeremy Corbyn. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll share a little more commentary with you. So hold on here. All right. No echo, please. Right? That's right. Okay, and here we go. And we will get this underway. All right, here we go.
Jeremy Corbyn is a backbench MP. He hasn't been leader of the Labour Party now for 3 years. He wields no power. We can talk about influence, that's a separate issue. But in terms of actual political power, he has zero. And yet, even now, journalists are camped outside of his house, screaming at him.
Do you think any of these decisions are undemocratic, Mr. Corbyn? Is any of these decisions undemocratic? Are you going to stand as an independent candidate? Has Keir Starmer stitched you up, Mr. Corbyn? Will you stand at the next general election?
What's the point in this? What's being achieved there? Just theatre, isn't it? At best theatre. Or some sort of bizarre attempt at pantomime. It's not an attempt to genuinely get some sort of insight, is it? That kind of behaviour. I mean, have you ever seen any insight from a journalist removed by a certain distance from a politician yelling at them? Whether they're Tory, Labour, or whatever. Of course you don't. I mean, normally with politics.
Welcome to Reverb.
Why?
Millions of musical.
Sorry about that. They're not supposed to do that. Okay, give me a second here.
Out of number 10, whether it be the Prime Minister or Cabinet Ministers visit.
Sorry about that.
Removed by a certain distance from a politician yelling at them. Whether they're Tory, Labour, or whatever. Of course you don't. I mean, normally with politicians, this whole charade involves them standing outside of number 10, whether it be the Prime Minister or Cabinet Ministers visiting the PM, and they yell stuff like, "Are you going to resign? Did you accept the donations?" You get that, and they don't answer. It's a waste of time, isn't it? Now, even though, it's a waste of time, it is a way of getting some video for 24-hour rolling news or the evening news. But when you're just doing it outside someone's house, you're just haranguing them in their own private area or outside their private area in a very intrusive way for literally nothing. You're not getting anything out of it. You're not going to get any answers to your questions. Who in any way is going to go, "Oh, do you know what? I was actually just going back to hang out with my family, but now you've camped outside my house screaming at me in front of my entire neighbourhood, in front of all my neighbours. I'll just yell some answers back. I'd be delighted to do that." Who's going to do that?
Well, here's the thing. That's what they're out there to just to make fun and to humiliate him and kick him while he's down, and that's what it comes right down to when it comes to Jeremy Corbyn. He is a hated man. So there was a tweet that he came out with. Let's see if I will get that tweet real quick. Where's that tweet? Right there. All right. And let's see if it's showing. Okay. Yep. The tweet shows. Okay. And here in the tweet says, I spent my life fighting for a fair society on behalf of the people of Islington North, and I have no intention of stopping now. It means he's going to likely run for as an independent. And I hope he wins as an independent, because there's no way I would want to see a replacement candidate, because any replacement candidate is not going to be suitable as far as I'm concerned. I don't think there will be a better candidate. His official statement is that the National Executive Committee decision to block my candidacy for Islington North is a shameful attack on the party's democracy, party members of natural justice. When I was the leader of the Labour Party, I was determined to build a member-led movement that gave hope to a new generation. Today's disgraceful move shows contempt for the millions of people who voted for our party in 2017 and 2019, and will demotivate those who still believe in the importance of a transformative Labour government. Now, more than ever, we should be offering a bold alternative to the government's program of poverty, division, and repression. Keir Starmer has instead launched an assault on the rights of his own Labour members, breaking his pledge to build a united and democratic party in advance of social, economic, and climate justice. I will not be intimidated into silence. I have spent my life fighting for a fair society on behalf of the people of Islington North, and I have no intention of stopping now. Jeremy Corbyn, member MP for Islington North. And what can I say is that I agree with him, and I think he should stand his ground and run as an independent. And you know what the hell they're going to do about it? You know, they have been after him for many years, and you know, it stands to reason. It stands to reason because they're so fearful of a repeat of 1983, when the Labour Party lost in its biggest electoral defeat ever, and people don't realize that it wasn't Michael Foot's fault that they suffered that defeat. It was a split in the Labour Party in the 80s. They worked with the right wing of the party, worked with the Liberal Party, and it was just it was the national mood and pride from the Falkland War has something to do with people just kind of feeling good about themselves once again, but they were not really in any position to have more of Thatcherism, and unfortunately, that's what Britain had. They voted in Thatcher, and Britain was lost. You know, suffered as a result. So, you know, they think these people, just like American Democrats, they with Bill Clinton, these people think that a return to bastards like Tony Blair, who is a war criminal, by the way, is the way of the future. And no, this is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. So, not at all. But you know what? Jeremy Corbyn shows a lot of guts because, you know, unlike this coward, Keir Starmer, I mean, you could just tell he's just a used car salesman. You could just tell he stands for nothing. You can just look at the man and tell he stands for nothing. And I have no use for him and for what he did to probably one of the best people in decades as far as the leadership. I mean, you know, just absolutely just offends me a great deal. Jeremy Corbyn made it clear that he was in solidarity with Julian Assange. You know, I mean, not even Bernie Sanders in the United States was that vocal when it came to Julian Assange. So, I mean, And which pivots me to my final point here. What could have been, because I found this out last year, and I enjoy listening to this quote almost every time I stumble across. So let me go ahead and do this. This is my little dedication to Jeremy Corbyn in relation to Julian Assange.
Free Assange, drop the charges, no extradition. They are showing ordinary people their determination to stand up for free speech, stand up for journalism and free Julian Assange. Journalism is not a crime. Extradite Julian Assange. Every serious journalist anywhere in the world is at risk, and we are all at risk. All the mainstream newspapers actually, just for once, send the pictures, send the story, and show that there is actually a grassroots movement of tens of thousands across this country who do stand by and stand with and stand up for Julian Assange.
There you go. As I said, he is in solidarity with Julian Assange, and as I said, I can't think of any other leader in the Western world that's even in the opposition leader that's so bold like that. And that's one of the many reasons that they were trying to bring him down. They have made many accusations against the man. I mean, they've accused him of being all kinds of things. I mean, the man has always been against war. He's been against poverty, and he stood always for justice. And he's everything that the modern day politicians are not. And I stand with Jeremy Corbyn as an American, as a socialist. I stand with Jeremy Corbyn, and really, honestly, shame on the British Labour Party. Shame on them for what they have done to Jeremy Corbyn. Honestly, shame on them. So anyway, if you like what you heard, press like and comment. Comment if you disagree with what I have to say. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize. We are, in fact, the muckrakers of our time. Always seek to get us a second opinion. Get 222 opinions as you need to, because corporate media has nothing to offer us. And once again, consider subscribing to this channel here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. On Twitter and Facebook. And hopefully all will be well. And we'll talk to you all soon. Take care. And until next time, I'm getting some sleep. Bye-bye.